Welcome back to the show. A huge fight going down this week in MMA. One of the greatest fighters of all time is stepping in the cage, Demetrious Johnson, to fight for a new title. Now, Demetrious Johnson is widely regarded as one of the all-time greats in MMA. I mean, this guy has been dominating for years.
Evan, I think he has a strong case of being not just one of the greats, of being the greatest, the GOAT. He is that good.
It's true. I mean, he had 11 consecutive title defenses at one point. This guy is a machine, and now he's getting in the ring again on Wednesday to fight for the one championship flyweight title. And he's looking to prove a point. He's looking to show everybody that no matter where in the world he fights, he is the most dominant fighter there is, period. And the guy he's going up against is a young, motivated fighter who's been dreaming of the opportunity to go up against somebody like DJ for a very long time, Adriano Moraes. He is the reigning one championship lightweight title holder. And on Wednesday, these guys are going to clash in Singapore. It is going to be broadcast live, one on TNT. It's the very first of a series of fights that are going down on Wednesday nights all through April. So you're going to be able to see these amazing fights all through April.
This is so big, Evan. We know one has great fighters, and they have been doing their thing in Asia, but we haven't really had the opportunity over here in the States to watch. And now we are going to get a chance to watch. And what do we all want to see the best fighters, right? And Demetrious Johnson, like we just said, he might be the best ever. So to have the opportunity on Wednesday night to actually watch DJ fight, a guy who is a hungry, young up-and-comer who is violent. You just listen to this guy talk, and he's violent. I can't wait.
Adriano Moraes, he's Brazilian, he's 18-3, and you're going to see in this video that he doesn't just want to beat Demetrious Johnson. He wants to hurt Demetrious Johnson. He wants to make a statement that it's not about winning on the cards. He wants a dominant victory where everybody knows that he broke DJ. And so you're going to hear from Adriano right now, and then you're going to hear DJ's response to that. So take a look.
Man, I want to hurt him. I want to hurt him, you know? That's it. I want to see blood, man. I want to hurt him because, man, he has everything already, you know, and he tried to cross my way, man. He gonna pay off everything. That's it.
So when it comes to Adrian's weakness, you know, I've spotted him. We've dissected him. We've watched a lot of film on him. You know, this isn't the first time we've gotten ready for him. Oi, Adriano Moraes. Como vai sua? Tudo bem? Ossa.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I think that's a threat.
It sounded like a violent threat.
Look, man, this is going to be a huge fight. They're obviously the main event of the card on Wednesday, but the co-main event is also a possible history in the making fight as well. We're talking about Eddie Alvarez, another guy who was a champion in the UFC. He was a champion at Bellator, and now he's trying to put himself in position to be a champion in one. And if he accomplishes that, he will be the first ever Triple Crown winner. They're calling it the MMA Triple Crown, to have a title in the three top MMA organizations in the world. Yuri Lapicus is 14-1. He's a top-ranked fighter in one championship, and if he wins this fight, he'll be right in there in a position to fight for the title. And again, if he can do that, he'll be making history. Babcock, I know you spoke to Eddie about that. Here's a clip from your conversation.
I mean, I think in my eyes, I'll be the greatest lightweight that ever lived. It's okay. It's fine to be great for 5 years, and it's even good to be great for 10 years. But for 2 decades to continue to fight champions all over the world, I'm not staying in one place. I'm not staying in one promotion. I'm going to all parts of the world, fighting every champion from every major promotion and becoming that champion on that platform. No one has done it. No one will ever do it. At the end of my career, regardless of record, regardless of whatever, you're going to see the list of champions that I fought back to back to back to back for 2 decades. And it won't be argued. Like, someone could argue it, but they'd be a fool to argue it.
Babcock, what's your takeaway from this?
I think he's right, Evan. Think about that, how hard it is just to go to one top organization and work your way to the top, but to do it Bellator, UFC, and then one, which what he's trying to do now. I don't think Eddie's wrong. I think you have to put him up there and say this, if he can complete it, is one of the greatest achievements ever in the history of the entire sport. It's unthinkable to me that he could do this in the 3 biggest promotions out there, and that's exactly what Eddie Alvarez is trying to do. And the treat of all this is we actually get to watch him try and attempt to get a step closer to making history.
What I love about the fact that one championship is now, the fights are going to be broadcasted here in the United States is, I'm a huge MMA fan. I love the sport. I can't get enough of it. And the fact that now we're going to be exposed to a whole new set of fighters, and these guys are monsters out there. I mean, one championship is the biggest MMA organization in Asia, and they've rounded up some of the absolute best fighters in that part of the world. Guys like Rug Rug is going to be on this card, as a matter of fact. He's a heavyweight, and if you look up his highlights, this guy is also just a monster. So not only you get to see greats like Demetrious Johnson, an all-time great like Eddie Alvarez, but you get to see other fighters that maybe you haven't been exposed to that are just as exciting as some of the more mainstream fighters that we've heard about. So don't miss this on Wednesday night. It's the first of a series of fights that's going down every Wednesday night on TNT, and it's going to be pretty epic.